guys? My name's Rebecca if you're new here, and welcome to my channel. Christmas is in full swing around here. Well, kind of. We're getting there. I took down my Halloween today. It's November 6th. And I attempted to put up my Christmas tree. I was not sure if my artificial Christmas tree was going to fit in our new house because we have short ceilings. Does the tree look good? Still trying to decide. Let me show you. Here she is. It just feels so big as far as width, I guess. And I don't know where to put it. Like, it sticks out so much. It doesn't have as many gaps when we actually decorate it. I don't really want to put it in this corner because I feel like it's gonna block the front door entrance. I really wish I could put it in this corner, but I'd have to literally completely rearrange everything. I wouldn't be able to have those there. I don't think it would fit right there. I think it would stick out into the hallway. So I don't really know what to do. The other dilemma is that I can't turn the lights on. I feel like I can't really see the full effect without the lights on, but I can't find the plug-in cord. I got all of my Christmas decoration boxes from my mom's house last weekend. We were keeping all of that in her garage because at my college house, I didn't have a garage. I must have missed a box, or I've completely lost all of my Christmas tree decorations, which I really hope is not the case. But I think the plug-in is in that box. So I can't see what it looks like with the lights off. I am in Christmas PJs. Don't ask me what time it is. It's a Thursday, so I don't have in-person class today, but I do still have homework. But I was thinking, what better than instead of doing my homework, going to my mom's house to look for that cord. And getting a Christmas drink from Starbucks because their holiday flavors came out today and I want a sugar cookie, iced vanilla latte, whatever. I can rationalize it a little more if I say, well, I'm not doing homework, but I'm doing work because I'm making a YouTube video. So I think we should do it. There's a Starbucks right by my mom's house, so it wouldn't be inconvenient. I don't really feel like changing out of my PJs, so let's go. Okay, wait, I actually just got a text from my twin sister. She suggested that we move our couch all the way into this corner and move these things, move that side table, put the tree. That might work. We wouldn't have side tables and I don't know where I would put them in the meantime, but the tree might look better. I think I'll wait to do that until my husband gets home. He's gonna walk in and be like, what? I didn't tell him I was taking down the decorations or putting some up, but you know, what he doesn't know won't hurt him. Oh, I don't know what I want. John's favorite thing ever is a peppermint mocha.
Would you like to order?
Yeah, can I do an iced caramel brulee latte, a grande, please? Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Ordering sugar cookie cold foam is like one of the most embarrassing sentences ever. Why does that sound so childish? Oh, I'm facing the tripod dilemma again because there's nowhere on the dashboard of my car that I can set my camera up with my tripod because this tiny thing is too big for my tiny dashboard. So that's why we have this annoying part right there. Okay, got my drink. Dude, something about drive-thrus. They always give me secondhand embarrassment. I don't even think that's the right term, but every time I leave a drive-thru, I'm like, gosh, I sounded so stupid. Why did I say that? Let's give it a taste test. I feel like maybe we should do a first sip so I can taste the cold foam. Very sweet. The holiday cups. That is so cute. That's pretty good. I have not eaten anything. I had a coffee this morning, and now that is not gonna be a good combo. So I did get myself a grilled cheese. I love their grilled cheese so much. Also, I had enough rewards to redeem a free drink, so that was great. Look at that glorious thing. Yum! I really need to go to the grocery store. I don't know if other students can relate to this. I'm in my first semester of grad school this year, and this happened in undergrad for me too. November was so hard to not hit a slump where I'm just like, Thanksgiving break is so close. Mentally, it feels like I'm on break when I'm definitely not. And I have a hard time prioritizing schoolwork because I just want to do other things. But it hasn't been as bad this year in grad school, which I'm thankful for. I think in undergrad, I was less fulfilled in the work that I was doing. A lot of it felt like busy work. In grad school, I know that the work I'm doing is going to benefit me, but still, it's hard to kick that mindset of like, I'm not on break yet, but I'm so excited for Thanksgiving, but mainly for winter break. Like, a month off is going to be so nice. I'm so excited for the holidays. Side note, marriage is so funny because I just realized, like, my husband has no idea what I've been doing today. Whenever we were dating, we were medium distance, so every time either of us was doing something, we were texting each other updates. So I would have been like, oh, I just put the tree up, I'm gonna go to Starbucks, I'm gonna go to mom's house, whatever. which sometimes I do text him updates like that, but usually I don't because I know I'm gonna see him at 5 or 6 p.m. and I'll just tell him in person. And it's just so funny. That is one thing about marriage that I love. That's like a way I feel like I've found my identity more, is not having to tell someone what I'm doing 24/7. It's not like I had to do that when we were dating. I just felt like I should, and also we were apart more, so I did that to like feel more connected, to know what he was doing and him knowing what I was doing. But it's just funny. The question is, can I find them? Are they here? I really hope. OMG. Here we go. I think this is all my stuff. You know, when we loaded our decorations last week, I thought the load looked light. Unfortunate, I don't have my husband's minivan with me, but we'll make it work. Time to play some Tetris here. This gray cord is what I needed for my tree, so yay, I'm glad I found it. Okay, let's plug this in and see what we think. Rascal is looking at me like I'm actually insane right now. Okay, wow, that was humbling. It doesn't even reach the plug. Oh my gosh. Bruh. It's literally like 2 centimeters short. And we don't have another extension cord. I'm just gonna plug it in over here so I can see what it looks like. Okay. Ta-da! Well, there she is. It has settings. It can also be multicolor, which is not my personal jam, but you can do it where it switches. Which is kind of fun. Or, what is this one? Blinking white, or blinking multicolor, or blinking that way, blinking this way. Lots of settings. Ugh. I know I said I was gonna wait for my husband to get home. I'm thinking I'm gonna be rearranging right now. Let's move this. Kids, don't try this at home. Oh no. My sister might just be a genius. Okay. Yay. Now that I'm dripping sweat. Oh my gosh. Ugh, I don't even know if I like it. I had to take a breather because I was getting impatient, and then also my camera was dying and I needed to do homework. My husband is home now. He showered. We ordered some DoorDash because we had a DoorDash gift card that we got from our wedding, and both of us were too lazy to cook. But we are keeping her here because it still barely fit in this corner when I shifted everything over here. And it made this look even more uncentered because now there was something over here. The couch was all the way over here, and then that part of the wall behind the tree was just empty and it looked terrible. But I actually quite like this. I think also once it's decorated, we have the tree skirt, all the things, it'll look even better. I moved one of the end tables over here, which I love because it gives me another place, 2 places really, put decorations. It's more visible than when it's in that corner. And then I moved our other side table in here, which is actually where it used to be, but again, more space for stuff. And then I moved the second lamp by the coffee bar, which actually Jonathan and I have been saying, man, I really wish we had a lamp in here because it gets so dark. The lighting in our kitchen and in here is just really bad. So I love this. We ordered dinner from 2 different places. I got a sandwich and he got Buffalo Wild Wings. So we'll get that soon. I'm gonna sit myself in the corner of this couch and do some more homework. He's gonna do some work and we're just gonna have a cozy evening.
Sorry.
Good afternoon. It is Friday. I just got home from the gym. Before that, I went to have coffee with my friend Hannah, which was so fun. I love looking at this Christmas tree. It's bringing me so much joy. I put a tree skirt underneath it today. I think it looks so cute. You're very cute. One thing about Rascal is he's gonna wanna sit in front of the door with the door open, but he's not gonna wanna actually go outside. Yeah, we spend a lot of AC in the summer and heat in the winter, just so you can do this. But you're perfect. He's genuinely so cute. I'm obsessed with you. I'm just obsessed with you. Guys, we need to talk for a second though. So last night, as you saw, my husband and I watched The Office, and I have a confession to make. You may have seen that my husband and I dressed up as Jim and Pam for Halloween this year. I have never seen The Office all the way through, so I was kind of a fraud. The Office is my husband's favorite show of all time. We've been together for almost 4 years. I've refused to watch it. I started the show in 8th or 9th grade because my friend Jacqueline was obsessed with The Office. I love sitcoms. Started The Office. I made it through all of season 1 and like a few episodes of season 2 and stopped. I was like, this is such a waste of time. I don't think this is funny. I'm not feeling connected to the character. I just wasn't a fan. I thought it wasn't for me. This was devastating for my husband. He's spent the past 4 years trying to convince me to watch it. And every time I've said no. Until this summer when we got our Peacock subscription because we wanted to watch Love Island, which we never even finished because this season was horrible. Anyway, that's a whole nother rant. But on Peacock, you can watch The Office. So we started using our Peacock subscription to watch The Office. And then I was like, we're spending $8 a month on this subscription service and we still have to watch ads. This is a waste of money. Let's cancel it. So we stopped watching The Office. And I was getting a little more into it. We had to restart it. So I was kind of like, I vaguely remember this. I'm not that into it, blah, 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 blah. After we dressed up for Halloween, he was like, that's it. If we're doing this, you're watching The Office all the way through. I don't want to hear it. Which is so funny because in our relationship, I always pick the shows. This is the first ever show that we're watching together where he's seen it and I haven't. We've watched a lot of shows together for the first time, like Breaking Bad. Last night, we watched 4 episodes. Okay, we got to the end of season 2, which is the episode of Casino Night. I am unwell. Literally, that was the best episode I've watched thus far. It was so funny and so good. When I tell you, my jaw was dropped for the last half of the episode. Literally, I was like, and John was just like, oh my gosh, I cannot stop thinking about that episode. I'm tempted to rewatch it right now. That was peak cinema. The yearning, the slow burn, oh my gosh. The chemistry. I'm sorry if you haven't watched The Office and I'm just sitting here talking about something you don't care about for 5 minutes, but genuinely, I can't stop thinking about it. The entire time I was in the gym, that's all I was thinking about. I actually was listening. Oh my gosh, my husband just texted me about The Office, but I was literally listening to this slow burn Friends to Lovers playlist in the gym. I can't wait for him to get home so we can watch season 3. Anyway, until then, I have some homework to do. So we're gonna lock in the last little bit of the day. It's 1:37. I have like 2 portions of a relatively larger assignment I need to do today, and then I have to do a systemic application paper. Both of these assignments I think are gonna be a little lengthy, probably an hour and a half on both. So I'm going to finish uploading a TikTok video because the gym Wi-Fi was so bad I couldn't do it there. And then I'm gonna lock in and I will tell you more about it in a sec. I have been horribly procrastinating today. That's okay because like I said, I only have 2 assignments. One of them actually isn't even due until next Tuesday. So technically I could put that on next week's workload, but I think I'm just gonna do a little bit of it tomorrow. I reheated some apple cider that I made last week and I'm gonna do what's called a systemic application paper. We have to write 10 of these in this semester. This is the 8th one I've written. And they're essentially like 3 to 4 page papers where you're applying the systemic concepts we learned about in our weekly reading to our own family of origin. So we're basically therapizing ourselves and our family. So that's fun. They're very emotionally dense assignments because it really is like walking you through therapy. Anyway, this week we read Family Therapy in Clinical Practice by Murray Bowen. We read 157 pages this week in one class, but she's annotated and beautiful. I actually really enjoyed this. Murray Bowen was very smart and very ahead of his time. The second assignment I have is a socio-emotional literature review where I literally and reviewing children's books, which is actually really fun. So I made an annotated bibliography for 3 children's books that are aimed to address a specific behavior. And I've done that part. I've done the annotated bibliography, and then I did a reflection over like why all 3 of those books approach differently and accurately the situation. But what I have left to do is pick one of the 3 books, explain why that book is the best, most age-appropriate choice for the specific child, and then I have to make 3 potential implementation plans if I was going to use this book in a session with an entire family, how I would do that, if I was going to use it in a session with just a parent and a child, and if I was going to use it in a session just me and the child. And then I have to make a detailed activity plan of how I would implement that for just myself and the child. I do have quite a bit to do on that one still, but I don't think it'll take me that long, like once I'm in a flow, but we're probably not gonna have time to do that today, and that's okay. Good morning, guys. Happy Saturday. It doesn't really feel like Saturday because I still have homework to do and I feel like I'm moving really slow. It's already almost 10 and I just made my coffee. I've been up since like 7:30. I really wanted to have a slow morning. I was so looking forward to sitting on my couch with my coffee and reading my book, but I am feeling overwhelmed by things that I have to do. I just spent so long making my grocery list and ordering my groceries. I'm picking those up this afternoon. I can usually knock out a grocery list so quick and it's really easy for me to think of the meals I want to make for the week. Not this week, but I did get it done. I also just got a package, a PR package from House of Balance. I've never heard of them before. They sent me a body oil and an eye serum, I believe. Eye oil. I thought we could open them and see what this entails. That's what it looks like. Should we put some on? I already have done my skincare, but ooh, it smells good. It's hard to use the viewfinder as a mirror. That smells really good. John's at work this morning, but I think he has a less busy day. He might be home around like 1 or 2, which is good because I want to go to Michael's today to get our stockings. Love this. I think I'm gonna shower tonight and I'll try this afterwards. House of Balance, this is awesome. I don't think I'll ever get used to getting PR. It is actually crazy. My younger self would be so ecstatic. I'm so ecstatic, but it really just feels so surreal. Side note, I save so much of the PR I get. I'm waiting to do a big giveaway for when I hit 300K, but I think I might do a Christmas giveaway on here and a smaller giveaway on my Instagram as well because I've been collecting PR since I've been receiving it. So I have a lot. I think that my sister is gonna come over tonight to have dinner with John and I'm gonna do beer cheese pretzel burgers, so I'm excited for that because that sounds delish. My husband loves beer cheese and I love burgers. But yesterday on my Instagram story, I asked if you had any questions for me because I wanted to answer a few of them. So I thought we could do that together. I love watching Q&As and I love doing Q&As, so I'll do these as much as I possibly can. The first question is, how do you budget in this economy? So real. I am right there with you. Budgeting is difficult and it's definitely something I want to get better about. When we got married, we joined our finances and we downloaded the Every Dollar app, which is Dave Ramsey's budgeting app. One of my other wife friends, she said her and her husband use this app and it's really helpful for them. So that's why we started using it. But that was back in May and we had the app and we just weren't really using it. We were kind of just budgeting in our head, if that makes sense. We also weren't really saving any money because we were paying for our wedding because we got married and then our wedding was like 6 months after we were married. So now that we don't have to pay for any more wedding stuff, which is such a big relief, the money that we were using to spend on wedding payments, we're putting into savings, which is nice. We essentially just budget my husband's income income, because making money online, that is how I make money. It is very inconsistent. Making money on TikTok, it's very dependent on views, and also you only make money in the creator rewards program on TikTok if your videos are over a minute long. And then once your video is over a minute long, you only make money from views that are from the For You page. The viewer has to watch the content for a certain amount of seconds, and your RPM, which is essentially how much you get paid per view, varies depending on so many various factors. Basically, it's really hard to predict how much money you're gonna make. In July, I made $3,000, and in October, I made $400. So we do not budget using my income because it's unreliable. It is great because the money I do make, we can essentially put towards savings, which is awesome. The other thing is brand deals are where you can make the most money, but you never know when you're gonna be getting them. And once you secure a brand deal, the payment periods are outrageous. I'm talking a minimum of 30 days before you see that money in your account, but usually it's 60 to 90 days. So for example, I posted a brand deal in the middle of August and I just got that money 2 days ago. That was almost 90 days. We do donate 10% of our income to charity every month. I think giving is so important. We save as much as we can, but we're not rich by any means. We're just 21-year-old newlyweds who are just starting life and trying to figure out finances. So we're definitely in this together. Would you and John ever get a cat? Absolutely. I want a cat so bad. We're renting right now and our landlord will not let us have cats. Otherwise, we would probably have one right now. Eventually we'll get one. I don't exactly know when. I can't wait to have a cat. I love them. Do you plan to have kids? If so, how many? Definitely. I'm not really sure how many though, because I think it'll change. I don't know how easy it's going to be for me to get pregnant because I have PCOS. Finances are a big factor. Career is a big factor. I mean, there's just a lot of things. I feel like it's hard for me to say until I get pregnant and have one child to know how many I would want. I definitely want more than one, but right now it's really easy for me to say I want 4 kids, but I've never had a kid. So, you know, I don't know all that it comes with. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there, but definitely want kids. How do you balance school, work, and being a wife? I don't. Short answer. Because you can't. When you have so many roles, there's no way to give 100% to all of them. You can only give 100% to one thing, which means I am never giving 100% to all 3. So it kind of just comes with knowing what to prioritize. On the week of midterms, I know I'm going to not be giving 100% as a wife because I don't have that to give. When I'm super busy with school and I really want to connect with my husband, my content is lacking because I can't give 100% of myself to it because that's taking away from school and from being a wife. So yeah, you just kind of can't. You just have to give as much as you can to each. For me, work is the least important, so learning the prioritization helps. I am also super lucky that my job, I'm my own boss, and we're not desperately reliant on my income, which means if I don't upload a YouTube video for a month, it's not the end of the world. If I don't post 5 TikToks a day, we're gonna be okay. And sometimes I have to remind myself that because it can be hard to feel like I'm never enough and I'm never doing enough. At the end of the day, I'm gonna put more effort towards what's more important for me. What I try to do for school, so I make a schedule every Monday of all the assignments I have due for that week, and then I go Monday through Friday of what assignments I'm gonna do each day, and I work on my assignments while my husband's at work so that when he gets home, 90% of the time, I'm not doing work, so that's time for just the 2 of us. When he's not here, then I can prioritize work. When he's here, I can prioritize wife, but it's definitely something that no one can master. I just feel like it's impossible. Are you gonna try to do Vlogmas for Christmas time? Yes, I'll definitely do Vlogmas on TikTok. I don't think I'll do Vlogmas on YouTube. Last year, I didn't even have a camera. Like, I hadn't even started my YouTube channel at this time last year, but there's no way I could get a daily vlog on YouTube and a daily TikTok vlog out. But I think I'll probably just stick to the same schedule of Vlogmas on TikTok and then uploading as much as I can on YouTube, which hopefully will be more because I'll have winter break, so I won't have school. What has been your fave thing about marriage so far? I love being married. I think we all know that. Actually, what I was thinking of this week is how I'm so grateful to create a happy home environment. Like, on Thursday night, my husband came home from work. It was the night that we ordered DoorDash. He came home from work and he was just like nonverbal. The day had taken it out of him. He was exhausted. He had a hard day at work. When he got home, he literally just went into our bedroom and laid on the bed and he was like, I just need a minute. Like, today was tough. And by the end of the night, when we went to bed, the 2 of us were smiling, laughing, cuddling. And I was just thinking, I am so grateful to have the type of home where if one of us is upset, when we come home, by the time we go to bed, we are feeling rejuvenated and ready for the next day. And we can do that for each other. Just like the home environment that we have created is so special. Like, that is so rich. That is so what matters. So I feel really grateful that when I have a hard day at school or he has a hard day at work, the thought of, I have to go home now is enticing, because I know I'm gonna feel better once I get home, instead of like, man, I just had a hard day at school and now I have to go deal with all this at home. So that's probably my favorite thing about marriage, is just how well my husband and I click at being there for each other and just enhancing each other's lives. Like, genuinely, I have never been happier, because every little thing is so much better with him. Doing the laundry used to be boring, and now I get to do it with my best friend forever. Like, I don't know how to explain it, it's just the best. I've been talking for so long, but some of these are so good. This entire video has been so talk heavy of me just talking to the camera, so I thought, what better than to sit here and keep talking to you. And now I think I've talked for like 30 minutes. So I'm gonna answer the rest of these on my Instagram story, so this video isn't an hour long.
Video.
Look what John came home with.
Peppermint mocha!
Told you guys,
Hold your horses.
he literally loves these so much.
Freaking good.
It is his favorite drink. He would drink them year round.
Whenever they're out of season, I just get the white chocolate mocha.
Guys, I picked up the groceries. Now we're going to Hobby Lobby to get our stockings, hopefully. We went to Home Goods last week and they did not have good stocking options, but I think Hobby Lobby will. I got something very special. Can you sit?
Oh, he's so cute.
What is that? It's your stocking.
And it's shaped like a biscuit.
Biscuit. And guess what we're gonna put inside your biscuits? I know, it's not, you can have it. Take it.
No.
Good boy.
This does not taste like a biscuit, you guys. What's going on?
What do you think? Oh, you can't see it. Looks great, man. We couldn't actually find stockings for ourselves, but we did find one for Rascal that's shaped like a dog bone. I'm actually pretty sure we already have stockings, so that's okay. We also got an ornament. Let me show you. This is the ornament we got. You know, they honestly did not have a lot of options either, but I didn't want to be defeated, so we got this and it was fun. And the peppermint mocha is so good. Why are you sitting like that? You're so handsome. Oh man. Yep, you just sunbathed, mister. My sister came over. We ate our beard cheeseburgers.
So freaking good.
They were really good. I forgot to record any of it though, but the recipe was super easy and it tasted so good. 10 out of 10 would recommend. She's gonna leave and we're gonna watch The Office for the rest of the night.
Good night. No.
Good morning. That was not me. Today is my mom's birthday. Well, not actually her birthday. Her birthday's in August. But today we're giving her her birthday present. My mom has so much stuff and more money than me, so gifting her things is always difficult because if she wants something, she can just buy it. So I mainly try to give her experiences or events. We have a movie theater here that's also a brewery, and they have like a full service bar and a full service restaurant. So instead of getting snacks during the movie, which you can still get, you can also order entire entrees from a restaurant, and she's always wanted to go to this place. So on her birthday, I told her we would go together whenever a movie came out that we wanted to see. There have been no good movies out. And today we're not even seeing a new movie. They're putting the movie When Harry Met Sally back into theaters, which is one of my favorite rom-coms, and I actually watched it for the first time with my mom, and it's a mimosa movie, which is fun. So it's a morning movie, you get a free mimosa and breakfast, and it's gonna be so much fun. I'm wearing this Amazon sweat set to the movies today. It's one of the colder days this year so far. Yesterday the high was 69. It was actually a really beautiful day. And today, 24 hours later, the high is 50. 20 degrees cooler. But I'm okay with that. Very When Harry Met Sally weather. So excited for that. Jonathan wanted to make a coffee before we leave. So waiting on him, pick up my mom, go to the movie. I hope they have coffee because I want like a warm cup of Joe right now. I stayed up until like 10:30 yesterday. 10:30 on a Saturday night. That's late for me because I was editing last week's YouTube video. Man, I love making YouTube videos. I have been slacking, but I really love last week's video. It was so fun to edit and make. And yeah, I'm excited to try to get back on my weekly upload for as long as I can maintain that. One thing about me is I'm always gonna play an extremely specific playlist for the vibes. So, here's what we're jamming to. Let me get an aesthetic shot.
With me holding it.
With my Crocs.
Hold me, kiss me.
Reporting to you live post When Harry Met Sally. What do you think, babe?
It was great. I loved it.
So good. November really is the perfect time to watch that movie. It was awesome. My mom, being my mom, literally gave us a gift on her birthday. Like I said, it's not actually her birthday, but like we took her to do her birthday present and she showed up with a gift for us, which is so sweet. She got us this ornament for our Christmas tree. It's a bunch of books. I love it. And then last week when we went to the Christmas market, I had told you guys I did not buy anything because I didn't want to wait in the line. But I was carrying this around. It's a nativity set, a mini one, and it's blue and white, and I just loved it, but not enough to wait in line for 45 minutes. So she went back and bought it for me. She's so sweet. I am exporting my YouTube video from last week. We have our Yule log on. And our puppy. Do you want to smell this?
That doesn't smell like another dog, I know. Is it yummy?
Aww. Thank you. What about this? Oh, we gotta be careful. That is fragile. I think I'm gonna love you and leave you because for the rest of the day, I'm pretty sure we're gonna just lay on the couch, watch more of The Office, read some books, cook dinner. Thanks for watching. So excited to be back vlogging, and I'll see you guys in my next video. And this is the first video I've remembered to end out of the last 3. So we're on the up and up, guys. Okay, say bye, boys.
Bye.
Say bye, Rascal. Bye.